Alright, part 2. Still got chops. Haha. What we say we want to do? Well, let's just go up. Let's start from the base. So, Biosphere from Offworld. Without question, one of my favorite pads in the entire world. There is something so soothing. So rarely do I play on a surface that has a feel and a sound that gives back to you. It's the only way I can describe it. What it gives back to me, I don't know. Audio, sound quality, tap to accent, height, ratio, ecstasy? Sure. Sounds great. It comes with... Oh yeah. It comes with it comes with the snare thing. The original one this came with was the little tambourine bottoms. And you know what? I'm doing an education and an experience video. I might as well stop being lazy and include it. So, this is how it come out the box sounded. Oh, and for the sake of accurate floatage, represent being on a snare stand, like, listen to that. You gotta play really low to get the snare to not respond, which I like. Right about there. It's a good healthy tap, which we're already, I mean, if you listen to the audio sensitivity of this, we passed it a while ago. And that's what I think I love about this most, other than the giving back. It's an instrument that demands, some days demands for you to perform on it, and other days it invites you. Today's an invitation day, thank God. So, you can really, say you want to like grid book reports way down here. And I know we all have the internet, but for those of you that have never heard of it, it's just a paradiddle check pattern. Right? You diddle the first note. You flam the third note. And you unaccent diddle the last note. And so it has this really cool, it like massages you, right? You say, right? And so if you grid that, but you grid it way the fuck down here, then it makes it real easy to love on when you up here. Get it up there. And the challenge is to get that spacing on the last one to make it wet, right? Jesus. That hole needs to be, and when you get fast, like you gotta really whip it. Yeah, love it. So, that's what it sounds like when coming out the bag. I like this one better. It's full of BBs rather than tambourine yum yum. So much wetter. I mean, this one you damn near can't play low enough without the snares responding. Right there, like, hear that? No snare? Like, already. And then the higher you go, it just gets crisper. Look at that. I'm not even at a full tap height yet. And then the actual rubber starts to kind of come through over the snares. Now they're blending. And then you just get the full rubber with a slight wetness. I just love it. So good. And then you take the snares out and, dude, talk about your like trusty travel buddy named Tim. So good. God, I love it. Such a fantastic pad. So, Off-World Biosphere, yum yum, yeehaw. 10 minutes on one pad. Hashtag worth it. Oh my God. So good. So rich. It's pretty amazing that they can take a 10-inch piece of wood or plastic and slap on this surface and then barf onto this surface this like car wax kind of shiny, soft, grippy, yum yum exchange for therapy surface you could ever ask for. And I wish, for the love of God, I wish, fuck, dude, Off-World, if you listen to it, if a rep out there, somebody, like, why can't I get this pad with the ability to insert a snare in there and make a bigger snare? Make like one that's like rawr, right? Any engineers out there? I'm not a guy that does that shit. But as I'm sitting here brainstorming with y'all about it, like, it would be killer to make one, drill out the center, and put in a big old fat, you know what? Construction project. I have a tambourine thing at the studio. I could turn that thing into a pad, make it the wettest. I get the wettest pad on the planet. It's so good. All right, now, dude, when you pour this thing, darn it, it's like $40. It's like a bottom shelf bottle of scotch, man. Like, it's so cheap, but it's so good for what you get. And I wanted, and I probably need like a sander. I want to sand this rim off because I would love to have one of these without the rim. But, and I tried to do that, and I made a little incision with my Sawzall. It's so simple. The rubber is very, very like grippy. It like grabs all of your stick as you're moving by. That whole chop thing we talked about earlier. If you're like not, it's similar to that gum rubber Zymox, but it's grippier than that. It's weird. It's like drumming on like your stick sliding across sand or something. I don't know. Super wet. Little snare thing. Can you shake it? Great pop, unmistakable, right? Kind of thing. But I love it in that it's responsive around tap height. And as far as diddles and response time, like, it's very, very casual, very loving. Like, it's like, an aunt that brings you really cool presents on Christmas kind of thing. Like, it's just very soothing. Very relaxed on the hands, not a whole lot of stick, rebound, reverb, recoil. What the fuck am I trying to say? There's not a lot of shock that goes from the pad to the stick in your fingers. You could drum on this thing for 3 days and starve to death, and like, you would die, but you fine, 3 weeks and you'd starve to death, but by God, your fingers would feel nice and loose and have no pain. I see some of y'all begging for this thing out here now. The Linpad, eh? And bought it used, all things. As comfortable truth pads go, I don't think you can get a whole lot better than this. The rubber is crazy stupid thin. But like, you're barely off the deck and already you got. And the thing I love about it too, this gum rubber, it's like skating on ice. There's no slide in there whatsoever. So even at the tiniest, like, it responds, right? Now, I will say, so you'll mention, you heard me mention Dave earlier. I don't want to give away all his secrets, but man, one of them was play as low as you can possibly play and still get sound. And you say, like, pretend that there's somebody sleeping in front of you on the floor and you're on the couch drumming, but you need a drum and you have to play through this exercise. Can you do it without waking them up? I don't know if he told us that or if I made that up. Either way, it's good exercise. He would have us stand there and say, okay, play as soft as you can play. Like, that's as soft as I can go without, like, stop moving my stick. Say, cool, get consistent with that. Now the person to the right and left you, close your eyes, get that volume in, start playing, jump in whenever, but come down to that volume. And when you've matched that volume, I will add people to the outside of you. And the trick is you do it with your eyes closed. Now this one I came up with. If you close your eyes and you're here and you got a match to the person next to you, you will close your eyes. You barely, it might be dirty for a minute, but you're both right there. And if you can get a whole line sitting in that, now all of a sudden, less than tap height sounds like an accent. Now, what's happening in there is our fingers are adjusting. Our wrists are adjusting. Our pressure is adjusting. Everything is in very analysis mode of stick in hand to head to sound in head of ear of yum yum. And you would hear it if somebody said, like, all of a sudden tap height sounds obnoxious. You're like, dude, no, you gotta come way down. Like, you're not even close. It's like, no, softer. Softer. There. Now your accents become this. So that all of a sudden a normal tap height, you feel like you're fucking reaching Jupiter. You're up there. You're like, God damn, we were down here. So now, right? It's not perfect right now. I haven't done that in a while, but you get what I'm saying. When you're down there, now all of a sudden, forget chops. Like, control is the name of the game, right? You're looking for really, really, really. So when you're here, now I realize, like, if you're gonna go March SCV, they don't care if you're down here. They're not gonna ask you to do that on the move. I mean, if anybody's gonna write the shit, it's gonna be Paul. Like, that dude would be the first to be like, oh yeah? How about this? You're like, wait, what? But he's still playing. No, this like crazy, you know, just. And there's a line, and you're just going, what? Vic Firth, Slim Pad, yum yum. Now, flip it over, you got sponge. I like this sponge so much that I kept it. And I did a half of the Vic Firth laminate so that if I feel like talking about what we just talked about, right? Play down here. But put a laminate on that. This laminate, the Vic Firth laminate, is way thinner, and quite frankly, it's just a different kind of plastic, right? The RCP pad plastic, it's thicker, it's stiffer, right? And it's got this weird like micro sand texture on it. Like if I do this, you don't hear anything. But if I do this, right? Fingernail static or something. But here, like, you don't hear it. So it's thin enough, and this rubber on the back of this is so spongy, it's just like, you can still get super yummy upgrade to the already beastly legend that people cannot find anywhere. Beth, this one I gotta thank you for, huh? Ooh. This is my DIY yum yum. It's still like closing from fumes. The silicone on the top, tire rubber on the bottom. I'm not great with super glue. This was a mess. I was sitting there, I had this gel, I'm squeezing, just trying to get, I'm like, what is that? And then finally the bottom of the bottle bursts open. It goes all over my hands, all over the pad. Like, yeah. That nightmare aside, it's just the what is it, like 1/8 inch rubber. Very, very similar to the one, the slim pad that we just explored. You got a little bit of slide stuckage here, but it's not like it's not like you're grinding and then, but it's also not just an ice rink. Like, it has this really slow grip to it, but it's thin enough that it doesn't really matter. And then tire on the back. Not really anything special one way or the other. I wish it was. I might put a laminate on that. I should put a laminate on that. I should order a laminate when I'm done with this. Okay, and then last in this filing shelf, the, what, a 10 inch, right? Yeah, 10 inch. I was a quad player. 10 inch ahead, marching something or other. Has the snares underneath it. The rim is the poppiest fucking thing on the planet. If you've seen the old school ahead ones that are huge, that 14, I don't know if the one that I bought was used and dying. Maybe like he was homeless for a while, I'm not sure. Maybe he just gone through like a really bad divorce, but the center M had a giant air bubble in it. I like couldn't decide, was this designed this way, or is this really what they wanted you to do? Because you could feel underneath it that like the pad was going to be super responsive, but that air bubble was like, oh yeah, well, you want it, come get it, dude. Like, you got to work for it. And so I got rid of that thing, and I hadn't thought about it in years. I didn't know they made a 10-inch version of it. So I was like, all right, I'll try it out. The rubber on it is damn near identical to the rubber on the Donner. And in fact, this is slightly like looser to skate on. This thing, you can really feel, you probably hear that. Right here, very much less. So, same feel of the rubber. Don't get me wrong, fantastic pad. I don't know if I'll keep it. Jury is still out. It just got here like a couple days ago. I think it will stay. And the reason I think it will stay, the Donner is almost a marching snare, or excuse me, a concert snare. Where this has definitely got a marching response and feel and sound. Right? So, same rubber, very different response. And the rim, dude, ain't no poppier in the world. If you really want like a ping, like, my God, you could like attract hummingbirds with that shit. Ah! Open it up, Benjamin. Sorry. You know what? Let's just put it together. A little lower. Slower, sorry. Right about there. Yeah. Come on. Right? Yeah. Diddy reference. Yep, I think that'll stay. After that, a little performance. I think I kind of got to just know the pad a little better. So, all right, part 2 complete.